Tuesday, July 11 was quite an unusual day, in the sense that we saw an unusually wide variety of motive power by Upper North Island standards. The original plan was to only film the AM class electric multiple units in Auckland, followed by double-headed DCs on the M52 shunt to Waitoa, but things did not turn out that way. On the way to Te Awamutu, we stopped in Henuera to see DL 9792 pass by with train 491. The service had started at Kinleith and was going to Mount Maunganui. Te Awamutu is notable for being the hometown of Neil Finn and his brother Tim, who were both in a band called Split Ends, and Neil would go on to start Crowded House. We arrived here just in time to see the southbound train 225 cross paths with the electric-hauled train 390. Then it was DSJ 4060's turn to go through the crossing, and a 38-year-old shunter now looks very clean after her recent visit to Dunedin. Although it's a bit unusual that she's still in the old toll rail livery. I would have thought she would get a repaint in Kiwi Rail colours. That was DFB 7335 leading a southbound Te Awamutu service through Horotiu. I have since found out that the service has now, rather controversially, been banned from running north of Papatoetoe following 2 signal past at danger incidents, one of which wasn't even in Auckland. Meanwhile, the Northern Explorer is still allowed to run in passenger service all the way to the Strand, despite using the same type of locomotive as Te Awamutu. And those ones don't have the ETCS in-cab signalling system installed either. This just leaves me wondering what the hell's going on. We moved further up the line to catch the empty coal train 141 at Mercer, which was hauled by DLs 9481 and 9550. Construction on the new mainline steam depot is progressing very slowly, while the South African Railways GMAM Garrett and 25NC class 484 steam locomotives still sit out in the open, providing an unusual sight for people driving along State Highway 1. Moving up to Tuako, where we see DL 9008, the class leader, heading south on train 229. But she would only be taking the train as far as Te Rapa Yard. Then it was time to head further north and find some of the AM units that are in special vinyl wrap liveries. So we went to one of my preferred vantage points for rail fanning in Auckland, which is located just south of Papatoetoe station. Well, I can safely say that turned out better than I expected, as we ended up seeing 5 of the 7 vinyl wrap AMs. In a case of unusually good timing, we also heard the extended version of the Journey song Separate Ways (Worlds Apart) on a radio station called The Sound, and the song finished just before AMs 456 and 661 showed up with their Papatoetoe to Britomart service. As for AMs 471 and 620, they were in charge of the off-peak or Tahuhu to Manukau shuttle, which is currently running that way because the Eastern Line is closed for major track upgrades until January 2024. Miraculously, we made it back to Hamilton's Frankton station just in time to see EFs 3140 and 3105 heading south again with train 229, having taken us over from DL 9008. As we drove past Te Rapa Yard, I also caught a brief glimpse of the refurbished EF 3226, and it reminded me of just how slow the progress of the EF refurbishment program has been. The last catch of the day was the M52K shunt coming back from Hautapu, seen trundling through the village of Matangi with DCs 4467 and 4058 on the point. The locomotives are now banned from running long hood leading on the main line, which is why the M52 shunt is now a double header.